Hello, this is Jack from teachingeslonline.com. Now, today we're going to look at CPMs on YouTube and how this affects advertisers and also content creators. Now, I've made a few videos where I've talked about how you can earn as an online creator, looking at one-to-one consulting or one-to-one lessons if you're a language teacher, selling online courses, selling digital products, affiliate income, income from YouTube. And income from YouTube is a hot topic at the moment because what a lot of publishers and content creators are seeing is a drop in CPMs. Now, CPM means cost per mil, and it's an advertising term, which just basically explains the price of reaching 1,000 people. So if you're an advertiser, let's say it normally costs you $10 to reach 1,000 people. So 10,000 people see your ad, you pay $10 for that. Then you can think about the return you're going to get on that. But we're not going to go into returns too much because this CPM is important for advertisers and creators. For an advertiser, they want a lower CPM. For creators, they want a higher CPM because the higher the CPM, the more revenue you can make as a creator. Now, I've been watching my CPMs over the last few weeks, and I've noticed that on both of my channels, they have dropped by about 30%. And I've done some research, and a lot of creators are saying the same thing. So they're seeing that the ad rates are going down, which isn't good for creators, especially those who have a business model which is solely focused on ad revenue. Now, I'll just take a little tangent because there are other ways that you can use YouTube to your advantage too, and to bring in some income, which are directly related to YouTube. So you can turn on monetization, ads. You can also create a subscription model through the YouTube platform. You can have sponsored videos where advertisers will sponsor your video and you receive an income from that. And then there's also other things like merchandise sales through the YouTube platform. So ad revenue isn't the only way that content creators earn through YouTube directly, but for most people, it is the number one way that they earn through YouTube. Now, just to give you a little bit of context, my business model is not focused on YouTube ad revenue. March, I think, was my greatest ever month, mainly because a couple of high CPM videos, I won't say went viral, but got lots of views in March. One was about how to use Zoom, and I created this video in 2015, and for obvious reasons, in March, a lot of people were searching how to use Zoom. So I had a great month in March, but still I'm seeing CPMs go down by 30% on both of my channels. Now, the prediction that a lot of people are making is that they're going to drop between 30 and 35% from March until May or June. I think that it's actually going to drop more than that. And the reason why is a lot of advertisers are just pulling back on their campaigns. They're pausing them, they're reducing their ad spend. And you can think this through in different types of situations. So for example, if you are a big travel company, like a price comparison service, you normally advertise on YouTube where you'll have ads to send people to your site. Everyone's paused that campaign now. A big travel company isn't going to be spending lots of money because obviously no one's looking to travel at the moment. And you can play this out through different types of industries. Now, some are going to be spending more because they have an opportunity right now to make more business. A lot of this is through online sales. You can just think about certain companies that are going to be benefiting from the business activity going on right now. But on the whole, advertising seems to be down. I'm seeing this across different channels. I've done research and publishers are saying the same thing. Content creators are saying ad revenues are going down. Now, if you are a content creator and you're worried about this and thinking, what should I do next? Then there are certain things that you can do. And I think one of the important things here is just to realize that Having your income based on one company which you don't own, which can change their policies at any time, which we've seen before through different companies like YouTube and Facebook where they change their ad policies, that is risky. And a lot of people, they start out small, earn some income on YouTube, and then it turns into a complete new thing. It goes to a stage where they never imagined, and it's their new business model. But we're seeing that this is risky. And I've always thought about this in terms of my business, where I've wanted to have different income streams, but focus on the ones that I control the most. So things like selling your own products, having one-to-one consultancy. And you can also think about this when you expand it out into marketing, where focusing on email as the number one way to talk to people is something I've done since 2013. So I've built up my social channels, but I've used them in a way to build up my email list. Now, I have a guide on how to do email in the description, so definitely check that out if you're looking to do more email marketing. But back to the drop of CPMs and what you can do to combat this. Well, I think I've kind of answered some of it by saying it's important that you think about creating different income streams. So things like creating a digital product, creating an online course, consulting with people, doing group lessons, having some kind of subscription model where people pay you monthly for specific content. All of these things are going to lower your risk to things like what's happening right now with the CPMs. And it's going to ensure that you have more control over the business model that you create. So you're not relying on a third-party platform for all of your income. But I also think it might be a time for you to double down on the content, where if you see a drop in the cost per mil, in the amount that you're going to receive from YouTube per 1,000 views, then you can negate that, or you can combat that through more views, more content. This is when you can double down with what you're doing with your marketing efforts, trying to get more people onto YouTube and subscribing to you, creating more videos so you get more views. So this is a time when businesses are going to have to adapt to these changes very quickly. And that's one of the key things here, is that we're seeing just massive changes happen over just a few weeks. Whereas in the past, things would slowly decline and you could adapt not as quickly and still get good results. Right now, businesses are having to adapt very, very quickly. And this is only talking about online creators. We're not even talking about other small businesses. Now, another thing to consider as well is this is bad for content creators, but it's good for advertisers. So this is a time when advertisers can get lower rates and therefore a better return on their investment. So this is a time to maybe consider advertising for your business. So if you have consultancy, if you have online courses, if you have other things, then consider doing this. Look into advertising. Now, if you're new to advertising, don't expect amazing results from your first campaign, but this is something that you can build towards. I'm looking at advertising again right now. I do it every now and then where I'll run some ad campaigns, have a look at the results, turn them off, and tracking it is so important. So I've actually just gone into my stats today, had a look at my past campaigns, and they've had a good return on investment. So now I'm looking to expand on that and to advertise more. And this is a way that you can use this to your advantage. So instead of thinking about, I'm not getting paid enough through content, then you can start creating these other products and advertise for them. And it's not just as simple as getting started and doing all that, but it's definitely a time to consider different sources of income. And if you want to learn more about online courses, email marketing, one-to-one lessons, then check out the description because I have some really good videos and resources for you. And then I'd also like your input. Have you seen a drop in CPMs from your channels if you have channels? And what are you doing to combat this? So leave your comments below. If you found this useful, please like and share it, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.